Today we're going back to the wonderful people at Super 7 and one of their most beautiful, wackiest reactions of all. Today we are doing their Dancing Godzilla. Now, I don't know if it's because, well, we're kind of running out of things or we're deep in nostalgia bait, but for some reason, the Dancing Godzilla has become a very popular item in the last year and some change. I mean, Super 7 announced that they're doing this guy. Bandai put out one. There's been half a dozen Sofubis already of the victory dance, but for those of you who maybe don't want to wait on the Bandai or, don't have the shelf space, Super 7 went, you know what, we're going to do it because this is our thing. We like doing deep cuts stuff. So, while I was down in Austin, Texas, a couple weeks back, I went to a gallery called Guzu Gallery, and they had one of these bad boys sitting on the shelf, just urging to be bought by me, so I happily scooped it up. So today we're getting around to opening this thing up. So much like all of Super 7's reaction figures, case is paramount. Look at this. I love the packaging that these guys do. So as you can see, they got the original Japanese poster for Invasion of the Astro Monsters. There's all the other fun stuff, but here's the card. Is its own unique card. It's not the same card as the rest of the reaction line, which is that yellow card with that stuff on the back, because this is a unique, well, this is a very unique reaction figure. So look at that, still unpunched. Now, unfortunately, I'm going to do that thing that a lot of collectors don't like to do. I'm open this guy up. You know what? If you bought toys, they need to be open because all toys need to be played with. They are not museum figures to just sit there and wait and hopefully become investments because, well, that's a fool's errand in this day and age. You never know what's going to be what. I mean, to be fair, I don't think anybody ever thought Dino Saucers would be one of the most expensive old school action figures out there, but here we are. Let's just get this guy out. Pretty clean cut. All right. There we go. Okay. So there we go. Much like all reaction figures, this guy is 5 inches tall. He is actually magnificently sculpted. Look at that. This is the thing about getting, like, Super 7, man. They do a damn good job, especially on these smaller figures with the sculpting. The sculpting on this is great. I love this. This is the weird deep cut stuff that I absolutely love to death. I mean, the paint job's great. The pose, as you can see, like, and you can even do the change up to yeah, look at that. See? So you get the full dance, and of course there's the leg kick. So the leg, the tail is the stand right there with the little reaction thing on there. He stands pretty good. Let's see here. Look at the balance on that. Magnificent. And you'll have to excuse the dust. We actually had a dust storm blow through here a couple of days ago, so I'm still cleaning dust off of this stuff. But yeah, this is a great, an absolute great piece. I have in my move, I have downsized a lot of my collecting, but there's still things out there that I gotta have, and this guy was one of them when he was announced, because again, I love this kind of deep cut stuff. It's a slightly different pose. Super 7 didn't go too far out of the way. It's some remolding, but it is still a fantastic piece. Like, this is great. Now look, your kids aren't going to love this thing, but you, the adult collector, this is for us. This is for us older folks that want something cool to sit on our shelves, sit on our desks at work, to bring a little bit of joy. And I think that's what Super 7 does best. So I love this thing to death. It's absolutely great. I mean, look at him again. Yeah. I feel like Homer when he's got Lisa singing with the jug, like, woohoo! Yeah. The little kid in me is just completely enamored with this thing. So, he is $25. Now, that's a good question. Is it worth $25? Look, that's the economy we're in right now. So I would, in better times, this thing would be $10, $12. But that is not the day and age we live in right now. Unfortunately, it is a expensive hobby. But I have no regrets spending my hard-earned money on this. So it is, up to, buyer, it's per, whatever your stances are. You can always save for the Bandai version, which is going to be, about $60 by the time you get it out here to America, or you can go with the slightly smaller version. And you can do that. So, but there you go. That is the Dancing Godzilla. Well, there you have it, guys. That is my review of Super 7's Dancing Godzilla. Remember, if you like what you see, we do have a show. It's called the Kaiju Kingdom Podcast. You can find us at thekaijukingdompodcast.com. Or if you don't like to download, well, you can stream us on all of your favorite podcast streamers, including Apple, Spotify, or wherever else you might find better podcasts. We're also on social media. We're on X. We're on Instagram. We're on Facebook. If you want to keep up with all the late breaking news in the world of giant monsters, that is the place to do it. Or if you want to say hi, send a message, ask a question, those are also the places to do it. And on that note, that will wrap up this edition of the Koffers. Thanks for watching, guys. And we'll see you next time.